guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is my updated current beauty favorites 2021. So every so often on my channel, not that regularly but now and then, I'll film a current beauty favorites video and I share with you all my favorite makeup products that I've just been loving at the moment, the products that I've been using the most, and the products that I've been using that are the most beneficial to me. And it changes every time because throughout the different points of the year I change my makeup and I change the types of products that I use, depending on my skin, depending on what type of events I'm going to. So yeah, I've just got makeup from every type of category, and I'm just going to share with you all my favourites here today, and it's mostly drugstore. There are a few high ends in there, but it's mostly drugstore. So yeah, let's just get started. Okay, so face cream. This is the CeraVe facial moisturizing cream. Now I'm not talking about a nighttime before bed cream. I'm talking about when you get up in the morning before you put your makeup on. This is the type of cream that I put on my face. It has SPF 25. So no matter what time of the year, you should be wearing an SPF, particularly in the summer, but the sun is out all the time. So yeah, this isn't cheap. It's quite pricey. I think it's about 12 to 15 pounds, but it does last a really long time and it's just so hydrating on my skin, but it doesn't make you feel greasy. So I just love that. And this is, I forgot to say, it's the CeraVe facial moisturizing lotion, the AM version. You can get a PM version. This is the AM version. Now for primer, my favorite primer that I've been using for quite a few months now is the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer. I've been loving this particularly over the past few months, or you know, past year really, because this is really good for prolonging makeup under a mask. Obviously the last year we've been wearing masks all the time, but it's just a really good primer. It helps your makeup stick to your face, doesn't prevent it coming off on masks, but it does a good job of trying to prevent it. But it's just a really good primer, but it's high end, it's not drugstore, but it is so worth it. Okay, now I have two foundations that I've been loving at the moment. The first one is the Revlon Colour Stay Combination to Oily Skin Foundation. Mine is in the shade 110 Ivory. It has SPF 15 and it has 24-hour wear. I've been loving this. It's just such a nice foundation. It's not too thick, but it gives you a lot of coverage. I know that they've changed the packaging and maybe the formula slightly for this foundation now, but it's just a really good foundation that just lasts a really long time. I love it. And then the other one that I've been using is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. Mine is in the shade F1. I love this. If I need to go to an event or a party and I need full coverage, this is always the foundation I will reach for. It is full coverage. It's so good. And it seems to last forever as well. I've had this for ages and it just never seems to run out. So really good. Okay, next up, concealer. This is pretty much the only concealer I've been using recently because it is so good. This is the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Eye Concealer in the shade 03 Fair. It is full coverage. It covers your dark circles, covers redness. It is so good, and I love the sponge applicator. It's just so easy to use. Super affordable as well, so yeah, love this one. Okay, powder. This is my favourite powder at the moment. It's actually a travel size version, this one is, but I do have a full size as well. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Powder. It is very pricey, very expensive, but it is so good. It has zero flashback. It's so smooth and it makes your makeup last all day. It covers any oiliness and it just prolongs your makeup wear. It's so good. If you don't want to purchase the big version because it is quite pricey, this is the travel size version as well, and it's lasting forever as well, so really good. Now for contour, I've been using the NYX HD Blush in the shade Taupe. This is pretty much the only contour shade that I've found really that works for me. Other contour shades are okay. This is the best one for my skin tone though, because I have super pale skin. It seems to be the only one that is really good for my skin tone. And yeah, it's a blush, so really strange, but yeah, love this one. Okay, I have two bronzers. The first one is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Now I have two shades in this. I have the normal bronzer shade, which is this one, and I have a light bronzer shade, which I use in the winter when I'm super pale. I've been loving using this. First of all, it's so creamy and easy to blend. It's amazing. It smells lovely, and it just always makes me think of holidays. I love this bronzer, and yeah, like I said, you can get a few different shades, so don't panic if you see this and it looks too dark. There is a lighter version, don't panic. And the other one that I've been using is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. And this is also quite a pale bronzer, but not super pale. And you can also get, I think, a dark chocolate version. This is the milk chocolate version. More pricey than the Physicians Formula one, but so worth it. I love it. And it smells just like chocolate. It's amazing. Okay, blush. So I have two blushes. The first one is the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek Blush in the shade Between the Sheets. This is the ultimate fall, autumn, winter type of blush for me, in my opinion. It's so creamy and easy to blend. I've had this blush forever and it's always been one of my favourite blushes. I just love it so much. And I think it's only $7 or $8, so really affordable. And the other one is a more pricey version. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Exposed. I actually purchased this in America. And it's the most beautiful, beautiful pink blush shade. It just looks so feminine, so pretty on your cheeks. I honestly adore this blush. Okay, so for highlighters, I have two again to mention. The first one is the Wet n Wild Colour Icon highlighter in the shade Reserve Your Cabana. This is a very natural, very neutral highlighter. Look at the size on it, it's huge. I've had this for several years now and I haven't even hit pan anywhere on it. So this is just going to last you forever. And it is so good. Very natural, very neutral highlight. Nothing crazy. This is more of an everyday highlight, and it also has SPF 15, really good. And then this is more of a Babam highlight. This is the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek highlight in the shade Lunch Money, and this is more of a blinding highlight. So if you're going to a party or a special event and you really want to stand out, this is the highlight you will use. It really does catch the light, and you look super glowy and super highlighted with this highlight. It's so good. Okay, so let's move on to eyes. So I have quite a few eyeshadows that I've been loving at the moment. The first ones are some single eyeshadows. These are the Mono eyeshadows by Natural Collection. Now I only have 3 shades and I think that they're only $1.99 each, but they're just so good. They're so easy to blend in. And I think I just have neutral shades here. I have a brown shade, which is called Milk Chocolate, and a more pinky shade, which is called Vintage Pink. And then more of a mauve shade with a slight bit of shimmer, and it's called Rose Quartz. And I've just been using them on their own just to do some different eye looks, and they're so affordable. If you haven't tried them, check them out because they are really good and crazy affordable. Then this palette I've been using a lot recently. This is like the perfect drugstore nude palette. It has a mixture of matte and shimmer shades. It's the NYX The Ultimate eyeshadow palette in the shade Warm Neutrals. You have peachy shades, brown shades, red shades, gold shades, and you can create so many different looks with this. If I go traveling anywhere, I always take this palette because it's so universal, and also by an affordable brand, NYX, as well. Another palette that I've been loving is the Makeup Revolution Forever Flawless Timeless Fantasy palette. It's a little bit different to the NYX one. It has more cool tone shades rather than warm shades. It does have a mixture of both, and there's matte and shimmers in here as well, and it's also really affordable. The eye makeup that I'm wearing today is from this eyeshadow palette as well. It's really good. And then the last eyeshadow I've been loving is another single eyeshadow. It's the L'Oreal Crushed Foil Metallic Eyeshadow in the shade Diamond Dust. And it's just pure pure champagne sparkle on your eyes. It just looks amazing. If you go to a party or a special event, pop this on your eyelids and you will stand out. It's super sparkly, super glittery, and so feminine and pretty. I love it. Okay, now eyebrow gel. I only pretty much use 1 or 2 eyebrow gels, but this is my favourite one. This is the NYX Control Freak Clear Eyebrow Gel. I don't really fill in my eyebrows very often, hardly ever really, so I just put a gel on to keep them in place. Now, an eyeliner I've been loving at the moment, and it's not my usual one. If you know me on my channel, you know I use the NYX one all the time, but I've been loving this Colourpop one at the moment. It's the Colourpop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Brew-Haha. It's just a dark brown eyeliner. It's so creamy, so easy to blend in, and it seems to be lasting forever as well. And Colourpop, it's an amazing brand. I love it. And then for mascara, the one that I've been using pretty much every day at the moment is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Very Black Mascara. I love Maybelline mascaras. I love the Sky High one, the Lash Lift one, but this one is my favourite one. It just curls and lengthens your lashes really well, so I love it. Then this setting spray is amazing. It matches the primer that I mentioned earlier. It's the Urban Decay All Nighter Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. It says it has up to 16 hour wear, lightweight, and it has temperature control technology. It's just so good. I spray it all over my face and it really does a good job of making your makeup last all day, keeping it in place, stops it from slipping and sliding. It is so good. Pricey, but it is a pretty big bottle and it's lasted me quite a few months, so pretty good. Okay, lipsticks now. So there's one lip liner that I've been loving at the moment, and that is the NYX Slide On Glide On Stay On Extreme Colour Lip Liner in the shade Nude Suede Shoes. It's the only lip liner I've been using at the moment. I haven't really been into lip liners at the moment, but this is just a natural pinky nude. It's so pretty. Now this lip gloss is what I'm wearing right now. It is so pretty and feminine. I just love it. It's the NYX Lip Lingerie Gloss in the shade Honeymoon. How pretty and feminine is this gloss? I cannot stop wearing it. It is amazing. It's not sticky, it's not uncomfortable, so lovely to wear. I'm just obsessed with it at the moment, so definitely one of my favorites at the moment. And then the last lipstick that I've also been loving at the moment is another gloss, and it's the Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Aquarius. It's kind of like a reddish nude lip gloss. These are only $6 as well, $6 or $7. Really affordable, and I've been obsessed with this gloss at the moment. I haven't really been wearing a lot of mattes lipsticks at the moment. I've kind of been into my glosses or my satins. So I haven't been wearing a lot of lipsticks at the moment, but those are the ones that I've been wearing and loving. So yeah, that's all my current beauty favourites. I haven't mentioned skincare or brushes or anything like that. This is just purely a makeup. And that was everything I've been loving to wear at the moment. They're kind of the things that I've been wearing on an everyday basis. Mostly drugstore, but a few high-end ones in there as well. So I hope you liked this video and I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up down below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're not already, so you can see all my other videos. And thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!